While I'd like to call Dorothy Zbornak the queen of the comeback, she's more like the empress of the comeback. Which is why we rounded up the 13 times Dorothy Zbornak let the comebacks fly. Hey, did you know that Stay Golden is free? If you press the subscribe button, you are automatically enrolled in the Stay Golden community. How many things in life are free? Not very much. So get this offer.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
I didn't fail math. I was talking about the bigger picture.
It means you won't get your diploma.
Yeah? Well, you have a big behind.
Oh, Rose, please, let's try to keep this at an adult level. And if you want to talk behinds, they could show how the West was won on yours. That's because I'm hard to fit.
I can see that, Dorothy. I'm not blind. Well, I didn't mean anything by that, honey. Actually, I tend to fall between sizes myself. Usually, I'm smack dab between a 4
and a 16. The next Simon and Garfunkel, the next
Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop.
I don't know if I could get my hand that far up your dress. But I'll tell you, for $10,000, I'd be willing to give it a try.
You have no idea what it's like dating a superhero.
Sure I can. Why, my Stan and Superman had a lot in common. They were both faster than a speeding bullet.
Well, Frank, you know, I've been thinking, this is the 3rd Saturday of our relationship, and I don't even know what you like to eat. Why don't you come over for dinner this Saturday night and let me find out what whets your appetite?
And what are you serving for dessert, Blanche? Penicillin? I taught a class today. The finest school in Dade County. 2 girls had shaved heads and 3 boys had green hair.
They're expressing themselves.
Yeah, well, I expressed myself. I told them they had to leave. They were too ugly to look at. Rose, why don't we just show Mr. Vaughn around the theater?
Well, why don't I just do that myself, since I've had the most experience performing here?
Blanche, the parking lot doesn't count. I'll just... And it's terrible to think that the 2 of you were almost kept apart just because Benjamin was black.
Black? Benjamin wasn't black. He was from New Jersey. I went to my senior prom with a Yankee.
A Yankee? That is incredible. And to think they made a movie about that deadbeat Gandhi.
He doesn't talk loud at the movies, doesn't take his own pulse, and he's still interested.
In what?
Rose, if you have to ask, it does not matter anymore. No. This is too funny. Blanche!
Stevie? What happened to you?
Blanche, honey, what's happened to me is the most wonderful thing that could happen to a man. And it's all because of you. For the first time in my life, I'm batting .310. And I like myself.
Oh, Blanche, you really know how to mold a man. He comes in Steve and goes out Edie.
You know, I think he's just nuts enough to actually turn up at the wedding tomorrow.
You're a furry little gnome, and we feed you too much.
Oh, my.
Why do I feel the need to bathe?
So how was it, Blanche?
Oh,
You might as well ask me to describe the glory of the Great Smoky Mountains as they rise from the mist of a Carolina dawn.
They went to a sleazy motel.
Or the colors of the monarch butterfly spreading its wings as it emerges from the miracle of the cocoon.
She got him to pay for half the room.
Or the sturdy cypress reaching heavenward, tall and mighty and proud.
That one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory.
This list got me thinking. If you could use a Dorothy comeback on anybody in your life, who would it be and what would the comeback be? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, we ask you give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family on Facebook and all of the social medias that ever existed and will ever exist. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't earlier. And as always, stay golden out there.